Hi there, so we're back. We're going to do something that's kind of fun today. We're going to cook green eggs and ham. So that's, it's kind of got a cook to it, that old Dr. Seuss deal and everything. So let's go over the shopping list and let's show you what you're going to need to have in order to make this meal. So first and foremost, you've probably gathered, is you're going to need eggs. I'm just going to use 2 here today. If you're cooking for 2 people, you'll probably want at least 6 eggs. You could probably do fine with 4, 2 for each person. But any less than that, then 0. That's not going to be good. Then I noticed in my last video I didn't have any vegetables with the meal, or any fruits or anything like that. You actually should have that. Have a balanced meal. This time I got a banana. It's a Morgan Freeman banana. I call it a Morgan Freeman banana because of all the speckles it's got on it, like he's got on his face. Probably want more than 1, 2, 3, to fill it out a little more. I've got bread. This was not pre-sliced. You should probably just get a loaf of pre-sliced. I cut it myself, didn't come out so good. It's a little lopsided and everything. But that'll be good for toast. And then you're going to want ham. I got some ham that my mom made for Easter dinner, and I just took some of that. It's cold and needs to be reheated. You could just try to steal some ham from someone else that you know that's already cooked some ham. That would probably be the best way to go. If not, you could get some pre-sliced deli meat ham. You could rip that up, you could put it in the eggs, you could put it on the toast, but really I think the way to go is find someone else who knows how to cook and just take some of theirs. And then also you'll need dye. I got green and blue. I'm going to show you the difference here between using them. So let's see here. Let's pull out my camera. I told you before I don't edit, because that's not something I like to do or have a program for. There we go. Okay, so let's get started with egg number 1 here. Now cracking it's fun. I do it one-handed because I think I'm so awesome. And I try not to get egg whites on my robe. That wouldn't be any fun. Ugh. Towel, there it is. Okay, so first I'm going to do the green dye in this bowl here. Oh, that's crusty. Ooh. You really don't need much dye. 1 drop, if it'll come out, would do it. I did not test the dyes before the video. Is it obvious now? Okay, I think I got some dye in there. And then we're going to mix it up. Because I'm just going to do scrambled. And let me show you here that this is mixing in. And it's turning pretty green, actually. Just from not even getting the yolk in there yet. Almost looks like I'm mixing in celery or something like that. See how that's going. There we go. So let's do the blue now. Get that all set. Hopefully that won't be all frozen and cracked over. I'm not gonna. I could easily slide into a lot of egg puns, but if you want to find those, you can find them on your own. Okay, so again, just like 1 drop. It's really all you need. Way too much. I got it on me. It's gonna stain. Okay, so we'll just use this fork. Just wet the fork. Okay, alright. And that's got the dye in it. That's what that little blob is. That's blue dye. See, it's really too much dye. If I was using more eggs, this would have come out better. And the reason I'm using blue dye, you're probably wondering, is because eggs are white and yellow. And when you mix yellow and blue, you get a really disgusting green. But it's still pretty green. It's way too much dye. That's what happened here. is, ooh, that comes out a lot darker on the, let's see if I can get the proper light. Let me turn my lights on. Thought the sunlight was working there. That's a bit better. Yeah, it's more, it's still kind of green, sort of. I am going to cook it, it'll come out better. Show you this one. The green definitely works better as a dye goes, but if you have blue, blue will work. Okay, I got so much dye on my hands. Okay, so next, got a pan here, I got a frying pan, we're going to start cooking that way. And always grease the pan, and do not grease it with the fire on. They have all these warning labels about greasing the pan without an open flame and all that stuff. They're not joking. I am not joking, I'm not going to do it. Let's get that going. And while I'm doing that, I can pop my bread in the toaster oven. And then I can stick the ham in the microwave. Okay, so let's move this over here. Get a nice shot on my back while I cook some eggs. So I've got that greased, I've got these already scrambled, so we're just gonna dump them in. Like that. And the other one, it looks really bad. Actually, I'm glad I don't have a close-up of this. It's like something out of Alien or Predator or something like that. Ugh. Ugh. Yummy. That's food. I'm eating this later. Don't need the fork. Because this is a non-stick pan, you don't want to use metal on metal. I'm going to use plastic one. So you don't want to scratch it all up while you're cooking in there and everything. So I'm going to mix this up a little bit more because I have the two in here. The green is really going to just dominate if you had green and blue, but I had plenty of dye as it was. Alright. So I know in my videos I said these are for, you know, men that can't cook, and I thought that was kind of sexist of me. There's actually plenty of women out there that don't know how to cook either, so they could watch these videos and learn a little bit from them. So that's cooking pretty good, looking pretty green. Oh yeah. Just keeping it moving, scrambling it up pretty good. See, my ham is beeping at me. Probably stand to flip it. Pretty warm. Don't lick your fingers. I was using egg whites. That's bad. You get salmonella. I guess I should keep talking because I am making a video right now. I think I'm running out of time. I want to keep this around 10 minutes, and I'm doing okay. It's starting to see. It's looking really green. These are eggs. Remember, you watched it in real time, and then switch this in. It's not soylent green. Looks like Moss Man from He-Man or something. Yeah, I went there. Toast is still cooking. Let's see, how's the ham? Looks hot. So it also depends how you like your eggs. Some people like them runny. Some people like them cooked. That is kind of a problem you might have with the dye, is you can't quite tell if it's browned, which the brown is actually from the grease you'll use. Eggs really don't brown on their own. This is looking pretty good though. Still see some wet spots. About the time it takes to toast is about the time it takes to cook the eggs. But I think these are good. So we're gonna get that all done. Right. It doesn't look like food, but it is. It is food. So that guy that didn't want to eat green eggs and ham, now you can kind of see why. It's because it's really, really green, but it's steaming here. Toast isn't quite done. You get that butter though, and then you got some toast, you got green eggs and ham. What more could you want?